Like Sylvia said, it feels like it's been a while since we actually have been able to post things on this wonderful thing. And I would love to welcome all of you back to the TeenNinjaBloggers. What the hell is up with the stupid hair? It never goes down. This is all it does. Every single day. I mean, I can get like one of those hot iron thingies and just go like that, and no matter what, it'll just stay like that. Yeah. That's disgusting. So today's topic would be telling you a traumatic experience that happened to us. Traumatic experience. Wow. I think my whole life can be considered a traumatic experience. I know you might be thinking I may be a little bit too dramatic, but in reality, I mean, life itself is a traumatic experience if you think about it. Unless, of course, if you were born Bill Gates, then your whole life would just be peaches and creams, wouldn't it? So, I've known for a while that I am adopted. And for a while there, I was a little bit angry at, my birth parents, I guess, for giving me up. Because that's basically how I felt. They just gave me up. But I've finally come to realize that I am much better off with my mother because she's just a wonderful person, and she's the one who's been taking care of me for all my life. And without her, I wouldn't be who I am, I guess, today. But that's not really the traumatic experience that I'm talking about. So last week, after, I've been over my little adopted issues, I was actually at my cousin's house, and we've had a little bit too much of if you know what I'm talking about. And of course, when you drink excessively, and you get to the point where you're drunk, you sometimes tend to say stuff that you shouldn't. Wow, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, it is never okay to drink. I don't care how old you are, do not drink. It is bad for you. Your liver will hate you later in life. Please do not drink. It's bad. Something along the lines of, oh, by the way, Amy, you have 2 brothers and a sister that are still living with your birth parents. I was completely shocked about this. Sure, I was a little bit wasted, but I knew what the hell he was saying. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, I basically said that while intoxicated, one of my cousins blurted out accidentally that I have 2 brothers and a sister back in Ecuador, where I was born, that are still living with my birth parent. I don't know about you, but I personally think that is probably the stupidest and jackass thing you could say to your cousin, who for the past 2 years has been hating herself because she thought she wasn't good enough. So now she definitely knows that her real parents didn't want her. Because obviously, 3 other kids, my bad. And one of them, you're like, okay, we can keep these 3, but this one, not so much. That is how I felt. So I'm not going to go into detail about what happened afterwards because it is a bit depressing, and this is not a depressing show. I've had a couple days to let it marinate, I guess, and think about it. And honestly, I do not care anymore. I know that may sound like a heartless thing to say, but when someone just, has a rough time, I guess, like most people, they have rough times in their lives. They just learn to deal with it and move on because, it happened years ago, and me crying over it now is not going to help me. But you want to know one of the best things about being an only child? You don't have to share anything. Yeah, I tend to look at the bright side of things. It makes me feel better. Today's theme. Do we really have to make a music video? I mean, I have no camera, like, charisma, or whatever the hell you call it. I am not a good music video person. I'm not even a good actor or vlogger. I just talk about stuff. I'm basically having a conversation with you guys. And I don't think I could pull off the video thing. I'm gonna try to do this little video thing, but I'm not gonna promise anything. One of my favorite songs, by the way. Heaven sent you, pucker up our passion spent. No. So as you can see, it is getting dark now, and I have to go back doing my homework because I stopped that to do this. And I apologize for the video because, well, I am a horrible procrastinator. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I basically just karaoke'd a little bit. Alright, well, I hope you have a wonderful day, be safe, and please do not get stabbed.